Hey there, everybody. So today, guys, we're not gonna be streaming for too long, because I have to be on standby for tonight because I might be having to do a D&D session. So what's gonna end up happening is we're gonna do mostly gaming today. I'm kind of tired because I had to get stuff kind of like compiled together for a D&D session tonight. Uh, I was literally doing that since yesterday when I got home from my haircut appointment. That's why I did not do the TGIF stream. I actually forgot completely I had a haircut appointment, and I didn't get back till like about almost 8 o'clock from just not only the haircut appointment, but running a few other extra errands with my family. So I decided to just hold off and then just do a stream today. 1 second. So today what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the weekly resets for Zenless that I did not get to do the earlier this week. And then on top of which, what we're gonna do is some Honkai Star Rail. And then around like 6:30, that's when I'm gonna end stream so I could relax and then find out if I'm doing my D&D session or not tonight. If not tonight, it'll be ending up to be probably tomorrow, depending on what everybody is doing. I have some people tell me one thing, and some people tell me another thing. And they're telling me that they might be able to make it, they may not be able to make it. So I'm gonna wait and see what people say and go based off of that. Uh, we're also going to be going over today is the special episode. It turns out, looks like Zenless, because like I said before, they went really ahead of schedule between 2.0 to 2.7 because I was doing the math in my head and the math wasn't mathing because normally the start of a new season arc, like in any other Hoyo game, is when it hits a solid number with a point 0. Like, for instance, 1.7 going to 2.0 for just in time for the first year anniversary. Well, they were so ahead of schedule, it seems like I kind of predicted they were, that 2.8 is now going to be a thing. So it's going to go from 2.7 to 2.8, then to 3.0, which would be uh, their second year anniversary. Which that's just how the cookie crumbles kind of situation. So yeah, now there is going to be a 2.8, which is really weird. Hopefully, with the 3.0 and everything coming out, ooh, that's not good. That is not flush. That is actually concerning. Um, what was I saying now? Okay, so 9 days remaining. We're gonna be going over it because, as you guys may know, 2.8 is gonna be where S rank Billy comes out and Chromia. And I want to see, I want to watch it because I want to find out when exactly Chromia is going to be coming out because that's my target character for this update. I'm not. I would like to go for Billy, just so I can have the collection of the Cunning Hare's S rank forms, but um, the sheer fact of the matter is I'm not a big fan of Rupture characters, as you guys may know. Uh, I find them to be detrimental at times, especially if you don't have Lucia. If I had Lucia, then yeah, I would go all in for Billy. But that is not the case. Plus, Promia, I'm gonna be honest, how they showed her off in 2.7 was, ooh, I wanted her. I mean, they're bringing back anomalies, which is amazing to me because anomalies have been shafted for a while now, and seeing them come back the way that they are with Promia, it's very promising. Plus, I do want a new ice agent anyway, because in case Deadly Assault has dual enemies, like sometimes what they do, where it's dual element enemies, it's kind of annoying. And what I mean by that is like Here is Dead End Butcher. Weakness, ice. Here is Bringer. Weakness, ice. It can be a little chaotic because I only have Miyabi. So with Promia, I could then now divide my attention a little bit easier. Though granted, Promia is part of Krampus. I have most of the Krampus agents. The only one I'm missing would be Banyue. But even then, Banyue is a fire rupture, and he really doesn't have a support element to him. I would say really the only two with support-like elements is Zhao, which everybody has Zhao, unless you just started playing Zenless this month or something. And if not, there's Dialin, who's a stunner that helps you get your ults out. So I would have to see how you build a team around Promia, because that's going to be a very interesting situation. Because my greatest fear is that I'm going to have to nerf down the Miyabi team to be able to bring up the Promia team. And that is a huge possibility that may end up happening because of it. Even then, like, I have to figure out how I'm going to build a team with Sissia. Like, that's going to be the new thing now. With 3.0 coming around the corner and everything, I have to really strategize these characters because I know nothing of these characters that are coming out from 2.8 onward. I just know that there are some characters that I really love their designs and I really want to go for them. So I don't mind possibly going back to being how I was in the 1.0 timelines, where I was like, oh, I want this character, I want that character. It's just I feel so bad because I know I'm gonna have to reach into my pocket a couple times throughout this whole thing, which I really don't want to do too much because I want to recover after my trips and everything. But I'm not gonna lie, this is the one. This game does help me make content, so I may have to just bite the bullet and just do it. I mean, I could also sell some Pokemon cards that I've been collecting. I still haven't opened that one box up there because that EBT I was thinking about the next time I go up to see my girlfriend, sell it to the card shops that they have there because yikes, Pokemon cards go for a lot of money now, just for the singles, and some of these EBTs go for like the Silver Tempest that I used to have. I regret now ever opening that one. I could have easily, if I took that up there, if it was brand new, sealed, and never opened, I could have easily gotten about $400 off of it. Because that's how much they sell it for. So I could have probably gotten a little bit of money for that. But, again, I like Pokemon to collect. I don't really care about, like, the monetary value unless I really need money, which is what happened to me when I first lost my job. I ended up, biting the bullet with the Silver Tempests at that time and selling all my Lugias and everything. And I came out on top with like $600. Like, no joke, $600. When I first lost my job. Enough to pay off bills and for a couple months, I was okay for a little bit. And then obviously money dwindles when you're not making more. So I may have to just bite the bullet and open that EBT that is currently sealed up there and just say, fuck it. I'm just going to open it and see what cards we get. If I get some expensive cards in there, I could be set for at least a couple months of buying Zenless characters without actually worrying per se. All right, so let's go do our daily tasks first. And then we'll go ahead and do the Apollo Zero and all that doodad. I think she was what refreshed, right? Or was it Deadly Assault? And then a few, I also have to take out the food from the oven. Because I put the food in at, I want to say 2:30-ish, and it's 3:23. It was like around 2:30 that I put the food in the oven. So I just gotta keep an eye. I might just leave it in there till about 3:35, 3:40, just to be safe, because it's an hour and 5 minutes it's supposed to be cooking. Don't you yell at me, 18. We had to keep Yabi in there because Promia. We had a farm for Promia. So yeah, like I said, today is not going to be a very, very long day of streaming. You know, we're doing this until like 6 o'clock, and we started at 3, so about 3.5 hour stream today, which isn't terribly bad. I mean, the last few days I've been doing like upwards of almost 10-hour streams, or even 12-hour streams. So I don't mind kind of cutting back the hours a little bit today. Oh, polychromes. Yes. We won the lottery for 40 polychromes. I am for that. I am all for that. That is extra money in my pocket. Towards the Promia funds.
Coffee to jumpstart your day.
Oh shit. I just realized I'm full on batteries. I guess we'll do this espresso. I am almost completely full of batteries. I need to do an actual grind out. That's a warning to tell me like, hey, get ready, buddy. You're doing a massive grind out. Let me see. I'm at 995 with. Oh yeah, we have to do a massive grind out. I am so backed up on batteries. It's not even a joke. And the good thing is, I can kind of do early farming for Promia while also farming for Cyssia, because Promia is an anomaly character. Cyssia is a DPS character, and they both use different, stuff. The thing is, that's besides the point. We already got Cyssia pretty high up there already on certain things, so I won't have to focus heavy into Cyssia. Because we already got Cyssia to level 40.
Why send someone's peepers on us, Trucky?
That is a funny ass voice line every time I hear that one. But yeah, we have her at level 40, and I think I have her W engine at 50, right? Yeah. So I just need to get a few more things for her W engine, and then just get her. Well, actually, she's already at the level 50 cap, so I only have to cap her off one more time. So I just got to get level up materials and just get her thing to break cap, and then really it would be more focusing on her skill stuff more than anything. That's what it would be. It'd be more just focusing on the skill stuff. Everything else would be focusing into more of like just grabbing the Promia, because really, if Cyssia is already there, the only thing I would have to worry about is trying to get her the right drive discs as well. Because I don't know what drive disc she is. That's a good question. Where's the? There we go. Where's this stuff? This will tell me everything. All right, so she uses Dawn's Bloom and Swing Jazz. Really? That's an odd mix. So I need to get 2 more of these. That's for her W engine. And you get 20 of these to cap her off again. And then I need a fuck ton of these. and a fuck ton of those. All right. So her main stat needs to get so her basic attack needs to get to level 10, that needs to get to level 6, that needs to get to level 6, level 8, and then obviously that has to go to level 6. It is what it is. Like I said, this will, like, what I have remaining to have to grab will probably uh take up a majority of the backup battery. I know it's gonna max out. It's gonna cap me out on my actual battery, but to do all this, but I think most of my backup battery will get used up, and then whatever's left over start getting stuff for Promia, which I think I'm gonna focus on is the anomaly stuff first, to get her level caps and her W engine caps up finished. Then go and target her skill stuff, because sadly I'm not gonna know what I need to do her passives or her innate abilities, but that would be what I would have to do, really. We'll do that in a bit, though. The HIA thing, we're going to do in a bit. I'm not going to worry about doing all that right this very second. I rather focus on other things that I need to focus on. You know, I have never checked any of these areas out yet. And I'm sure there's a lot of polychromes in them. Same thing there. Yeah, I gotta do some exploring for extra polychromes that I have missed out on. See, like, this one has 13 carts to find. This has 19 carts to find. I have found 4 of 17 in this one. 2 of 10 in this one. 5 of 11 in this one. So yeah, there's a lot of carts I gotta find full of polychromes. It's not a lot of polychromes, but still, it's polychromes nonetheless. $15,159. Well, what was that? A singular pool there, one off. Okay, so it's deadly assault that got re-upped yesterday. Oh, why him? Sanguine Sweeper, why him? Oh, why this fuck? I hate him. I hate fighting him. He is... Oh, I hate the fact that they did that. Okay. I don't mind fighting her too much. Oh, they put her to... Oh my god, they're just... just have to be dicks, don't they? They just had to be dicks. I forgot, what was her weakness? Oh yeah, physical. I already know who to use on that one. Him is electric. Which... Hey, see, this is what I was talking about. Dual elements. Electric and electric. She's weak to electric. Electric and physical. Not happy about this. These bosses are gonna suck. Suck to fight these bosses. Let me just go check out the feed really quick. It's already 3:32. Everybody, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go have myself my dinner real quick, and then I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I had to eat dinner really quick. I was actually hungry anyway. I had not eaten today. Alright, so...
Awaiting further instructions.
This will suck, but if I'm able to somehow get 3 stars on this one, and at least 2 stars on the wolf dude,
Standing by.
using some sort of cockamamie electric team I'm gonna have to build out of who knows what. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, Sissia is not ready for this. I'm gonna have to improvise. And I don't know who I would throw into a team like that. Because I really don't have a... Well, I have but I do have Yanagi. Because I do have to use Ye Wang against... I could do that, actually. Yeah, I could. Just run Yanagi with Seth and Rena. It'd be a detriment on Rena, though. But Seth and Rena... Yeah, I could do that. Bring back my old OG team I used to run. And it wouldn't be too bad. Because, you know, Seth, every time I block, gives Yanagi shields. And then Rena invokes penetration onto... Yeah, it's actually doable. Okay, maybe. In theory, doable.
Captain of Silver Squad. It's been a while. Better start digging graves.
I've got you covered. Let's move.
I'll go with this one for the aftershocks because I'm gonna need that for Yanagi. And sadly, Miyabi's not gonna be viable in any of these fights today. Ooh. What's this lag coming from? No, seriously, where's this lag coming from today? I don't have Discord open. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna have to restart. Because that lag actually is fucking me up. That's weird. I don't have anything open, though. It shouldn't be going through... Unless it's because I'm multi-streaming. And it's... Yeah, my bandwidth literally dropped down to 5,000 out of nowhere. I think that's what it is. I think it's the multi-streaming. It would make sense, actually, if it's the multi-stream. I may have to consider only streaming to my gaming account on YouTube.
The faithless are a blight upon this world.
looking for wind. Include Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
Keep distance. Sustain fire. Devastating strike.
The target's exposed.
Who got it to completely tear you into pieces? In the head. They won't back down. Yep. Get ready. Now you can. Need a shower? It's raining showers.
Lock on.
Hey, Senior. I'm on it.
Listen carefully. The tide of
Let me lead the weapon.
Obsidian Division, assemble!
Increasing firepower output.
Target low. My bullets are one with the wind. Wipe them out.
In the head. Resolve. Now you can. Give him a full salvo, Steve Senior. Steve Senior. Let's treat him to that.
We only got the 2 stars, but that's because of all that interference that I'm going through. But 17,748, that's not bad. That's honestly not that bad. I think with 4,000 performance points on top of the total damage score being at 13,748, I think we could have hit the 20,000 and gotten the 3 stars. I think I'm going to try it again. I think I'm just going to try it again. It's just that, it's just with all the resources being used right now into the stream, onto the, I think that's what's going on, is it's kind of slowing down everything else. But if we can get 3 stars here, at least 2 stars here and a 1 star here, yeah, most definitely will we be able to get all 300 polychromes. I'm just gonna do it again. I just gotta get that 3 star because I really don't want to try to have to get a 2 star against the wolf dude because he's like impossible to fight for me because he's just a cunt.
The sacred path must not be profaned!
Let's use this place red with your fighting power.
Lock on.
Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
Not over yet.
The target's exposed.
Gotta do to completely tear you into pieces.
In the head.
Loyalty. Get ready. Off balance.
Fire! Forge the path I tread! Listen carefully. The tide of fate! To defy!
What was that, dude?
Give him a full
Oh.
elbow.
Okay.
Hey, Junior.
Artillery disengage. Eradication mode activate.
Press the advantage.
Annihilating all hostiles within visual range.
In the head.
Resolve. Off balance.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to redo that whole fight. Yeah, I do. I'm gonna have to redo that whole fight. And we just hit our first hour, so let me go take a quick break to have a smoke, and then I'll be right back. But damn, everybody, I have to end stream. I'm gonna be sitting down. My girlfriend, she wants to join in on the D&D session, so I have to help her make a character sheet quick and get her familiar with my campaign. So until then, I will see you all tomorrow morning, and we're gonna continue doing this horrible torture. So until then, bye bye.